Imagine witnessing a miracle, a moment when hundreds of strangers united to save a single life, the life of a giant creature stranded on the shore. This is a story about how human kindness can achieve the impossible, even when nature seems to have rendered its harsh verdict. In the warm waters of Brazil, a breathtaking incident unfolded. A peaceful morning at the beach suddenly transformed into a scene of extraordinary events when beachgoers noticed strange behavior among a group of dolphins. As if performing an inexplicable dance, these marine creatures approached the shore until they lay helplessly on the sand. But this was just the beginning of a story that would make us believe in the power of human compassion. Most striking in this situation was the behavior of the dolphins still in the water. They continued to deliberately beach themselves as if responding to some invisible call. Scientists have long warned, human activity in the ocean, underwater sonars, industrial noise, echolocation equipment, creates real chaos for marine mammals' sensitive navigation systems. It's like trying to find your way home amid deafening noise and constant interference. But the real test of human mercy lay ahead. On Rio de Janeiro's beach, something happened that shocked the entire city. A young 14-meter humpback whale stranded itself on the shore. Initially, the giant appeared lifeless with only a slight movement of its fin, revealing signs of life. This was the moment when time began working against this majestic creature. News about the whale spread through the city like wildfire. Within hours, the beach transformed into an impromptu rescue center. Hundreds of strangers united with a single purpose: to save a life. They organized a genuine rescue operation. Some doused the whale with water, fighting against the scorching sun and dehydration, while others coordinated excavators creating a path to the saving waters. 23 hours. That's how long this battle for life lasted. Throughout this time, people never abandoned their charge, continuing to care for it as if it were family. Rocks and roads around the beach filled with spectators who watched each stage of the rescue operation with bated breath. Rescue organizers deliberately kept the main crowd at a distance to ensure maximum efficiency of the rescue team. The climax of this amazing story came when the Dug Channel finally connected with the ocean. The whale was carefully secured with cables and slowly towed back to its native element. It was a triumph of human will and compassion over what seemed an inevitable outcome. Later, it was discovered that this young whale was part of the annual humpback whale migration from South Brazil's shores to Antarctic waters. Like a teenager lost in a big city, it had lost its pod and found itself in trouble. But thanks to the concern of hundreds of people, it received a second chance to reunite with its kind. But it's not just large-scale rescue operations that deserve attention. The story of a lone dolphin entangled in seaweed after low tide is equally touching. Its fate could have been tragic if not for the attentiveness of an ordinary family spending time on their boat. The family's father, without hesitation, jumped to help, first securing himself with a safety line. The first minutes of the rescue were tense. The frightened animal was nervous and resistant. But gradually, as if sensing the human's good intentions, the dolphin calmed down and even began to help its rescuer. This remarkable understanding between human and marine inhabitants shows how thin the line between different forms of life can be. The most touching moment of this story was the rescued dolphin's farewell performance. After the tide returned its freedom and ability to rejoin its pod, it put on a real acrobatic show. For several minutes, the dolphin leaped from the water as if expressing gratitude to its rescuers. This wasn't just a spectacle, it was a moment of pure joy and celebration of life. These stories make us reflect on how important small acts of kindness are in our daily lives. You don't have to save whales or dolphins to make the world better. Sometimes it's enough to simply not ignore someone else's trouble, to extend a helping hand to those in need. Behind each such rescue story stand ordinary people who simply couldn't remain indifferent. They weren't seeking fame or recognition, weren't waiting for rewards. They were just doing what they felt was right. And it's precisely these moments of human solidarity and compassion that give hope that we can preserve this world in all its amazing diversity. Perhaps right now, as you watch this video, somewhere in the world, another small miracle is happening. Someone is extending a helping hand to another living creature. And it doesn't matter whether it's a whale, a dolphin, or any other being. What matters is that we're capable of showing care and participation, capable of uniting to save a life. And while not all of us will have the chance to participate in saving a whale or dolphin, everyone can do something kind right today, because it's from such small acts of kindness that the great miracle called life is made.